Today I'm going to show you how to make these cards using the insert card feature on the Cricut Joy Machine. Hey everybody, it's Christina from Creations with Christina. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe so you'll be notified when I post new videos, and don't forget to give today's video a thumbs up. As always, the links for everything used in today's video will be down below in the YouTube description. What you're going to need is your Cricut Joy Machine. You can use the insert cards from Cricut, or you can make your own. All you have to do is make a card base that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 and inserts that are 4 by 5 1/2. This particular set comes with 12 cards, so you get 12 card bases, 12 envelopes, and 12 inserts. And I'm going to show you how to use these on the Cricut Joy using the Cricut Joy card mat. So I pull out one of the cards, and all you have to do is open up the card and stick it into the mat. Now the card mat has this little divider here that's adhered at the top and the bottom. So we just have to take our card and slip it right into that insert and push it right up against the edge, right at the fold, and adhere this down. Now it'll stick nicely to the card mat. And then we're going to go ahead and go over to our Cricut design space, and I'm going to show you how to set up the card using one of the free designs that is in the program. From the home page on the Cricut design program, I'm just going to scroll down to where it says Cricut Access. Now these are free programs, or Cricut Access is actually a subscription, but they do have free projects that you can use with your Cricut Joy. I'm going to click View All, and at the top here, I'm going to select from the drop down the free Cricut Joy projects. In here you'll find all the different things that are free that you can use with your Cricut Joy. And there was a card in here. I'm going to make the same card I made before because I did mess it up a little bit, and I'll show you what I did. But further down in the list here is the hot air balloon card. I'm going to go ahead and select this, and as soon as I click on Make It, it's automatically going to pop up where I don't have to worry about my mat or anything like that. It's just going to jump right into the project. All I have to do is click Continue. It's going to see that my Joy is connected with Bluetooth. I'm going to select the Insert cardstock. It's going to tell me to make sure my blade is in, which is already in my machine, and insert my mat. So I'm just going to go ahead, and as soon as you start to insert this, the rollers will start automatically rolling, and it'll grab your card mat and just pull it right into your machine. Once that's all loaded, all you have to do is go ahead and click Go on our Design Space program. Once it's done cutting, all you have to do is click Unload. And then what I like to do when I am taking and peeling off my back, I'm going to flip my card mat upside down, grab onto the corner of my card, and just slowly peel it back. And there we go. That is our cutout for our card. What we're going to do next is I like to use my scraper just to kind of pop these things off here. Before I put the insert in to help pop the cutout, I'm going to actually do a sentiment on the inside of my card. So what you need to do is just flip your card inside out, and we're going to insert this back into our card mat. This time I'm taking the side that I cut and put it into our mat, and now we have the inside of our card facing forward. Back in Design Space, I'm just going to click Finish because we're done cutting our card, and we're going to close out our little X here and go to a new project. I'm going to select Text, and I'm going to type in my sentiment. So this will be whatever sentiment that you're going to want to draw with your Cricut Joy. So I'm just going to make this really simple and do a happy birthday. And we're going to kind of move this up towards the top. Now, since I don't have it selected anymore, if you want to reselect so you can maybe fix your typo or something like that, all you have to do is select it, but then double click and this little box will appear. Don't think you have to highlight. I think out of habit I like to highlight, and I'm going to go up to the fonts, And I'm going to filter my fonts, so I'm only looking at the ones that have the feature for writing. I have the Cricut Access subscription, so everything that has the A next to it is going to be ones that I can use because I have the subscription. And I'm just going to select a real simple font. There was one I saw before that I liked that was just really simple, awesome. We're going to go ahead and click that one, and it automatically changed this into the font that I want. So we have the happy, and it is in a drawing feature. So you can see the style is writing, and we have the draw over here on the side. Now this is a little bit too big for my card base, so I am going to go ahead and select this. I'm going to reduce it to about 3.5 inches. And now I'm ready to go ahead and start drawing this on the inside of my card. I'm going to click on Make It. And when you do that, it's going to pop up to ask us what kind of mat we're using. Are we doing it without a mat using Smart Materials? Are we doing it on a mat? Or are we using the card mat? Now I'm going to use the card mat and click Done. And you can see it actually makes it look like the card mat itself. What I need to do next, and this is something I've discovered on my design space and the way it does, is I want to drag this down, but I noticed that I seem to kind of go to the right a little bit with my writing. So I'm going to bring this a little bit more to the left in the hopes that it'll center it a little bit better. You can put this wherever you want. Wherever you put this on this mat is where it's going to write your letters. So I'm going a little bit more to the left. I'm going to click Continue. And when I do, it's going to ask us what type of material we're going to be using. So we're going to use the insert material. And we need to go ahead and insert our pen. I'm using the pen that came with the machine. So I'm just going to open up my Cricut Joy, open up the clamp here and take out my blade. All we have to do is pop the pen in and close the clamp. Once we've done that, we're ready to go ahead and load our mat. So once it's all loaded, we go ahead and click Go. And it's going to start writing our happy birthday sentiment. Once it's done, we go ahead and click Unload. And now we have our card completed. Again, I'm just going to flip it over and peel the mat from the cardstock rather than the cardstock from the mat. And take my pen out before it dries up and put my lid back on. And now what we can do is go ahead and select one of our different inserts. Again, the inserts you can cut yourself. They're 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to select, my other one I did was blue. I'm going to go with the pink. And all you have to do is just put these down into the 4 corners. There we go. Really simple, fast card. You could also do a sentiment if you were building this project from beginning to end with the card mat. You could put your own sentiment on here. You could write your own sentiment. What I did was I had a graduation card that I was making. This was my very first one that I cut out using the inserts. And I did this design, but then I took the cutout image of the graduation cap and added it to a die cut that I cut out using my, I forget which die set it was, and then I stamped on there, "So proud of you," and then did the congratulations on the inside. This is the one I made earlier. Now you can see that for this one, the birthday was a little close to the edge, which is why I set my happy birthday a little bit more to the left rather than the right. So you can see that worked out a little bit better on that one. Really simple card. This probably took me maybe 20 minutes to do. So easy to get a card done if you're in a rush. And I like the fact that there's some space on here. I can kind of embellish this and make this a little bit more fancier if I want to. I'd love to know if you got the Cricut Joy Machine and what you're using it for. Are you using it for making cards? Are you doing little mini DIY projects? Share below in the comments. Tell us what you've been doing with your Cricut Joy Machine. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and found it helpful on how to set up the free insert card projects that are on the Cricut Design Space program. And stay tuned for more videos using the Cricut Joy. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.